Scorpio, welcome to your predictions for April. We are going to get into your currently, how are they feeling? We're going to find out how that person who is on your mind, I want you to think about the person that comes to your mind instantly. That is who this reading is going to be for. So I want you to go with that one. I don't want you to think about it too hard, because then we get out of that intuition and then we just totally decide to pick somebody. But I want you to go ahead and think of that person, and that's who this reading is going to be for. So we're going to find out how they think and feel emotionally, their actions towards you. We're going to find out all about your person, and it's going to be current energy. First, hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot if you would, please, and thank you. And my name is Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot, and we're going to get started. Sorry, I had to pop my ears. So I'm going to start with these oracle cards. The oracle cards are just kind of good. Again, just going to skim over that energy right quickly and just kind of give us a briefing on where you both are. And then I'm going to confirm that with the tarot reading, okay? All right, let's get into this reading. There we go. Ooh. I almost just dropped all of them. That would have been great. Great. All right, let's get into this reading. Okay. So there's definitely a relationship with this person. This person seems to be walking away from something, though. I'm not quite sure what that is. Almost maybe something that they think that you are, but you just kind of haven't been appearing that way lately. I don't know how this is, but currently they are walking away from something. And there is a conflict. There's some sort of conflict. Could even be a little bit of just trouble or something that's kind of hidden and unseen. And now that it's seen, this person is kind of walking away. So that's currently where they are right now. You are currently in, the midst of kind of Scorpio. You're very attached to chaos. You're very attached to loss and grief. You're very attached to the idea that things should be hidden or you are feeling stuck. But these attachments you very much hold on to. And this could be what your person is currently running from. But you're not acknowledging that this person is standing right there. They have their heart in their hand and they're willing to give it to you. They're holding it. They're like, here, this is my heart. I want you, you want me, but I'm going to walk away because your attachment is currently in a really fucked up place. Okay. Yes, I can do one for you. Yeah. At the end of this, I'll just do like a couple cards for you. Happy birthday. It is almost my birthday in May. I can't wait. Okay. So anyway, this, it's always, this person is always welcoming you to begin new with them. This person's always like, let's restart this. Let's refresh. And that's very much being ignored right now. The attachments to the drama are way too thick here. Thanks. Thank you. All right, we're going to find out through tarot just a confirmation of those oracle cards and the rest of this story. We're going to find out the zodiac sign for your person as well. There we go. All right, let's find out what are their thoughts and feelings on Scorpio. And then we're going to find out, Scorpio, exactly what the hell you think about this person currently. I just realized I'm starving. I am starving. Okay. Well, Jiminy Crickets here. Okay. Yeah, so they feel like they're being ignored as far as like trying. This is just confirming that oracle card reading, about kind of be, starting to get into a new beginning, trying to refresh a relationship is extremely hard. But this person was willing to do that. And they feel as though you're denying this new beginning. You're denying, let's try and, grow from this. Let's change from this. Let's get into a better place. Let's see all of the aspects in the picture and let's start over. And they are thinking that they're resilient now. They're able to bounce back now. But that's not going to last forever. I mean, that's just, a good place of knowing what they're bouncing back into after a fight with you, or maybe after like a situation with you. They're bouncing back. Yeah. But when will that end? So they're thinking about all that kind of stuff. And they're feeling as if you're just kind of like refusing this new beginning. You're refusing to get back into something where it's safe again and dependable. Over here, on Scorpio's end of things, Scorpio, your thoughts are of knowing. You have a lot of information and you're ready to communicate. It is appearing that you're ready to be in this relationship and, find growth as well. So currently you might have changed things up and you're definitely willing to do that now, but maybe communicate with your person because it's seemingly like they think that you're not. They feel as if you haven't started this new beginning once again. Let's find out the actions of your person towards Scorpio. What is the actions towards Scorpio? Less than exciting. This is going to cause a little bit of anxiety. All right. Their actions towards you are definitely, the want of growth, change. They definitely want to get into a place almost like where they can start shifting with you. But it's like constantly like this transformation or, recycling in the relationship. So maybe because this is a little bit of anxiety for this person, but the action is to, get back into that new place or, transform this relationship once again, but maybe just include that person. I don't think they're really aware that you want to start new. You want to stay in the relationship. You don't want to give up on it. Your action is less than inspiring. That's for fucking sure. There's no movement. You have no energy towards it. And it's very unpredictable and it's almost like a lack of direction for sure. But I'm feeling like as soon as you start leveling up and really getting into a better place with yourself, I feel like there will be a ton of movement in your relationship, a ton of inspiration because there's less than. It's almost like you're kind of just hanging out, waiting for someone to do it for you. Well, Scorpio, I tell you what, nobody's going to do your job, okay? So just, go and do it. Alrighty. Stan likes the bathtub. Are you ready for a tarot card reading? Do you have a question? A happy birthday? A happy birthday read? What is your name Stan? Oh, Lord. Your name is Chloe. What does your name mean? I love that name. I said your name a few times because you requested, and I had to say your name, and I was like, I like it though. It's okay. I was like, what does that mean? That's crazy. All right, so you're an Aries. I love Aries. I'm always around Aries. I like attract them. It's crazy. I have, old friends and best friends that have been Aries. I've even dated a few Aries. My son is an Aries. I love an Aries. I really do. On their good sides. So Chloe, are you a female or a male? Okay, how old are you? How old are you today? Oh, you're a baby. Oh, happy 14th birthday, Chloe. Shout out to Chloe. How exciting. I remember when I turned 14, I had a really big like tent party and I had all my friends come over, and I'm not even shitting you. I had them all come over and we watched the movie Scream. It was the second time I'd watched Scream, and it was the first time that Scream came out, but it was in like 95 or something. But the first time I went and watched Scream, I actually snuck into the movie theater and seen it. So that was like my big first like bad to the bone type situation, getting into a movie and, you know, and nobody catching me. But I watched it for a second time on my 14th birthday. Oh, you're turning 15. Okay, so 15. What did I do on my 15th? I think I had a cake. Yeah, we threw cake at each other on my 15th birthday. Yeah, I had a really good 15th birthday. I got a lot of Ralph Lauren clothes, I remember, and I was at my sister's house and we all threw cake at each other. All of my friends, we had this big cake fight. It was so much fun. So happy 15th birthday. It'll be your sweet 16 next year. It's not very sweet though. I mean, it'll be a good time. All right. So what are you wanting to know anything specific? You just kind of want like a general reading? Okay. I'm going to pull a couple oracle. This just helped me grab onto some of your energy and just kind of vibe where you're at. Why aren't you in school, Chloe? What day is it? Yeah, I'm like, are my kids in school? Oh, I guess you could be on a different time zone, huh? Ah, well, very cool. Give your mom and your mom or dad my props to you, because goodness, that is a hard job. You have wonderful people around you if you're being homeschooled, I'm sure. All right. Now on the oracle, when we go over the oracle reading, I'm going to have you just express if it's, you know, kind of vibing with you or not. Okay. It really helps to kind of get into the reading. All right. Okay. Yay. All right. Oh. So it's appearing that you might be a little heartbroken in terms of anything. You might be having, you know, a rough go at it, something going on. But when you're in this heartbreak, I want you to understand, like, even if it's not like, you know, a regular heartbreak or it's not your everyday heartbreak, whenever you're feeling heartbreak, at least know that it's a good time for you to explore any kind of options, but mostly about yourself so that you can really mend and heal and keep yourself loving yourself. Anytime we get into a heartbreak, we want to make sure that we're, you know, continuing to grow, but we really want to learn how to love ourselves during those moments and really understand why we feel like our heart hurts, if that makes sense. So it's not always like about like being broken up with, or, you know, it's not always about what the actual situation is making us cry, but it's underneath it. Some childhood stuff. This is going to be deep. It is your moment. If that makes sense to you, it is time for you to like really show your light and to quit hiding away from what it is that you are. So I don't know if you dim your personality when you're around other people, but I want you to make sure that it doesn't matter who's around. I don't care if it's an adult, a child. I don't care if it's a man, a woman, a horse, a cow. I don't care. Do not dim your light, because now is time. For some reason, you need to make sure that that light's shining right now because it's appearing that, you know, that's important for your path, continuing on. Okay. And is this resonating with the heartbreak? Because the heartbreak stuff, I know that it's your birthday, but that's the card that came up, and I have to be completely honest with you. And you being content and, you know, at a place where you feel like a little bit of a roadblock when it comes to maybe a relationship that you were involved in. Oh, good. Okay, perfect. Okay. And I don't know if the two have anything to do with each other. This could even be you kind of brokenhearted over, you know, a situation in which you had to kind of like, you had to slow down your shine. And basically, you know, like if for some reason girlfriends, you know, friends always get jelly, and it's just like a weird mixture of things, putting girls together and trying to be our most authentic selves. But I want you to be your most like happy, shiny self. Don't ever fake it, even in terms of like, don't fake happiness either. Don't fake sadness either. Always just be on point. Always just continue to keep moving through. Okay. I'm going to confirm this with the tarot reading. We'll find out a little bit more. We're going to go over your current state of mind, or just kind of the current energy of yourself, Chloe, okay? I don't know if you have an air sign around you. This could be even pertaining to you, but there's definitely some sort of conflict, some sort of almost like a cold, cut off, confusing situation, and no communication when it comes to a relationship that you're in. This relationship could be with anybody. It could be with somebody who's kind of like an alpha woman or an alpha man, somebody who's like a boss type of person, but they're a really good communicator usually. And for some reason, there's no communication about the situation. And it was, you know, it was a situation which you kind of thought you had fulfillment in. You kind of thought, you know, like, this relationship is powerful. This relationship changes me. It is, you know, by far the best thing that I've had in my life. It gives me a good feeling. It's emotionally healthy. I mean, what's going on here? There could even be a roadblock between you and this person. I don't know if maybe somebody's not talking to you, and that is that would be confirming the Oracle card, obviously. But this could also be indicating that you are in an energy of just kind of being cold and confusing and just cut off from everybody else and just not as logical and as much of a communicator as you usually are, if that makes sense. All right. We are going to find out the immediate concern, or whatever the obstacle is. We're going to find it out. Oh, because you're hiding away, Chloe. Do you isolate, girl? You're like the hermit, honey. There's nothing wrong with being in that hermit energy. That is the immediate concern, though. So it is an obstacle only because when you hermit, it's not that you are hermiting and you're fighting all this really great stuff about yourself, but it's like you stay there. You don't come back out. So you probably seek refuge in your room. I'm sure you love your room. You've probably made it like so that it's very personal to you, and it's very homey, and it's like where you run to hide, or it's where you run to find some sort of safety, and you love to kind of hermit in the room. So the solitude can sometimes cut you off from everybody. So it can cut you off from everybody. It can make things a little more difficult, and you would appear cold and cut off and confusing, especially if with an Aries. I mean, I'm sure you're a very warm, inviting person and very naturally like sociable. Yeah. Okay. Well, and then this is what I'm getting, because this is just the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is just confirming that the Queen of Swords is actually you. Yes, do, because that's a huge obstacle. Especially when you hermit. It's like hermiting or like isolating sometimes is really good to like teach yourself, to talk to yourself, to find some sort of answers on the inside with no like crazy chaos. But it's when we get lost in that solitude. It's when we get lost there. Okay. And there is somebody around you who doesn't trust you or the situation, or they're like, the safety for them is very, very important. Okay. And it could even mean that they're not being supportive to you, or it could even mean that they're being very passive and they're not really caring about you right now. And that could be another reason why you kind of hermited, if that makes sense. But there is some sort of an earth sign around you that is, you know, lacking trust. Either you don't trust them or they don't trust you. I don't know which one it is, but however that resonates for you, I hope you can take that. Let's find out. I'll get one more card on that one. Okay. So yeah, there's an insecurity here. Some kind of conflict between you and an earth sign, maybe. Doesn't even have to be specifically an earth sign, just somebody who's probably very stubborn and just acting like they don't give a shit. Yeah. So the issue, though, is not just that you're isolating. The isolating is all about your stuff, but this is a trust thing. They're very untrustworthy, only because there is an insecurity here, and it's because of a chaos or some kind of quarrel or conflict between the two of you. So that you guys, whoever this is, this person, it's usually pretty down to earth, this type of relationship. But for some reason, it's not. It's not in a really good space. And there's something hidden for sure. But there could be a shift. And it may look messy and it may feel like horrible right now. But underneath all of this stuff going on, something great is being built. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah. And I wouldn't even worry about what the issue is, quite honestly, like, because that will come about when that comes about. But I would just be, kind of like checking in with your friend or maybe checking in with yourself even. But I wouldn't worry too much about the crazy ruckus around it, because there's something that is happening. The universe takes people out of our lives to put certain people back in, or it creates space so that we have room for the new. Okay. All right, we are going to find out something that is in the past. All right, so some other conflict or situation, something that kind of made you feel stuck. Maybe somebody trying to get revenge on you. Maybe you were feeling revengeful. Maybe you were feeling very angry and upset at somebody. And there was lack of communication when it comes to this person. Whatever the situation was in the past, the communication, it was very unfair. You could have even been talking shit to each other. I mean, I don't really know, but this moment that you had this situation and this conflict, this chaos, should have changed the way that you've seen things. But you're still kind of not surrendering to what you should have learned from that situation, okay? Yeah, so like these repeat like friend fights or repeat, chaos with friends or individuals, they usually repeat and they look the same. They are the same because we need to be learning from them. So you really need to start looking at things differently so that you're able to surrender to not controlling the situation. Let the chaos unfold. Don't be a part of it though. Step out of it. Don't allow that to be a part of your life, honey. Okay. Grown women do it, so don't worry about it. I mean, we all do it. And Aries, you guys are fiery. You guys, you get any sense that somebody's fucking up and you're like, like you will shoot off on anybody. And Aries does. Yeah. And it probably feels like a lot. Come out of that isolation though. My best friend is confronting the situations, especially if I continue to be uncomfortable in situations. I test it out one more time to see if I'm still like in that place, and then I like take myself back out of it. But I do. I put myself back into these situations. I put myself back into the fear, and I literally have grown for it. Ew. Jesus. Okay. So this is something that is upcoming. You do have a relationship that is upcoming, okay? This could be a relationship. It could be a connection, or, even more than friendship, hopefully. Yeah. So somebody young. This person's probably younger than you or else around the same age, but there's definitely communication or wanting to communicate with this, or they want to communicate with you, but there is lack of courage or lack of strength, to even get involved in that situation. So this is something that is upcoming in the next month. Okay. So this could be an air sign. This could be a water sign or a fire sign, Leo in specific. But there's definitely some person who is extremely smart. They're very smart. You'll know them when you see them. Okay. They learn a lot about things that help clear things up in their mind. Their thoughts are very clear. The quality of their mind and who they are as a person is really actually great for as young as they are. Okay. But the upcoming, that could definitely be a relationship, as long as you were able to get into a place where you had enough strength to get out of that hermit situation, to stop isolating. You're going to have to stop isolating if you want to meet this person. Okay. All right. Let's get our last couple cards here. Likely outcome. Okay. Yes. All right. So these are reversed only because lacking a little bit of energy on the likely outcome, because, you know, we're not quite there yet. So it is lacking a little energy, but it doesn't mean that it won't shift or change as soon as you get into, you know, further getting closer and closer to the situation or, you know, upcoming month. So likely outcome here is that you'll really want to find some sort of closure, especially with this person that you have the issues with. You'll really want to find some closure here. The communication is going to be almost zilch. So however this goes, the support for a conversation just is not, it's not going to be there as much as you would like it to be. Okay. And it's like weird because your connection with this person was at one time loving and emotional, and it had some sort of meaning. And now all of a sudden you're wanting to, you know, find a closure in it. You're wanting to end whatever this situation was and communicate with this person, but it might be a little bit harder than you thought. So I would just lay back and just wait. Don't add expression if they don't have any. Okay. I would just kind of like wait it out. But as far as like the ending on that, there's definitely coming together with them. There's definitely a coming back together with this specific person. Okay. And as long as you make the right choices and you're in a place of strength. Okay. So that is your likely outcome. Again, you can change anything up by just a tiny little change in your day. Okay. I hope that you enjoyed your reading, and I hope that you have a really good 15th birthday. I think that's really rad that you watch tarot at 15. I think that's very cool. You are welcome. Thank you so much for giving me the honor to do your reading on your 15th birthday. Happy birthday, Chloe. Please hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. If you would, please and thank you. Click the bell. When you click the bell, you're going to receive all of my notifications here at Hangman Tarot, and you will not miss any of my readings or your future readings coming up. Good. Keep doing it, because this is where the world is headed. This is just like an awakening, and you younger kids are very important to that. Okay. And remember, learn from the chaos, honey. Learn from it. Don't hide. Never hide. Never. You're an Aries girl. Get out there. Get out there and shine. All right. Thank you so much. Share, like, and follow on your social media if you would, please, and thank you. Check out the video that pops up at the end of this reading, and wish Chloe a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Chloe. See ya.